Hello. So today we are working on a very nice MacBook Air A2337. This is one of the earliest M1 models. It's a pink one. So the problem with this one is that it doesn't charge, as far as I understood, right? So if we open it, let's see how it behaves when we connect it to the power supply. So I have here, see, that battery sign, meaning that if we get that, I know for sure that there's no problem on the PP bus always on or on the 3V8. Yeah, so let's plug in a charger and we can see here the power consumption. We have 5 volt, no current draw. If we turn it around, 5 volt, no current draw. What about the other port? Yeah, on this one we have nothing. So this is highly interesting, yeah? If I press the power button, I think we should get again the dead battery symbol. Yeah, we do get it. Alright, so I'm gonna remove the board from the chassis and we're gonna look on the board, and we're gonna look also on the USB connectors and see if they are fine, and we'll be right back under the microscope. Good, so we're back under the microscope. I took the connectors out and they really seem fine. Yeah, there is some dirt here, but the connectors are okay. Let me clean them if we are still here. Okay, but they are still in good condition, so this is okay. So what I think the problem is, I think it's something related to the CD chips, right? So we have here two CD3217 B12, yeah, 1 and 2, one for every port. So I need to check the LDO, and if we go to the schematic, yeah, we have the LDO right here, the 3v3 LDO. Let's take this one, CF408, and as far as I know, it's the ones in the middle, so we should have 0.4 here and 0.4 here on the other one. So let's go and measure those. I'm gonna put the multimeter on screen. So for the top one, we have 0.497, and for the bottom one, yeah, we have a short on the LDO. So we can of course inject something in that line. Let me power on my power supply and we're gonna inject like 0.8. Yeah, I'm gonna take you here so you can see what's going on, but from my experience I can tell you that the CD chip will light up, see? So I'm injecting straight into the line and the CD chip is lighting up. If we inject in the other one, yeah, we get nothing. So this one is a problem. Now I'm afraid I'm actually running out of CD chips. I don't know if I have some spares. I have some spares in Sorin's box, but I'm not sure if they're like the 2442 vanilla or what they are, where they are from. Move under the microscope and try to remove this one. I'm gonna add a bit of flux. I don't want to add too much. So we don't make a mess here. It's already too much. Perfect. Yeah, this will come off, no problem. Okay. Good, and the chip is removed. I'm gonna add some lower meltish solder here so we can actually wick this. This is a bit complicated because it's burning my fingers. Yeah, but that's no problem. We can deal with that. Let's try to clean it tiny bit. Yeah, that's enough. So let's see if we still have a short. So we're in diode mode and we had a short here, and now the reading is back, no more short, and the other one, yeah, it's kind of similar, good. Now let's see what my box has and what we can do. So I have a couple here of CD3217, but again, I don't know where they are from. I don't know if they are vanilla, how this laptop likes, but I think we can give it a try. Both are B12. Yeah, so we have here two of them. Let's try to clean them a bit and reball, and I'm gonna test with both. See, maybe one of them will work. Maybe we're lucky. But again, I make no promise. Yeah, because as I said, I really don't know where this come from. They are just there in the box, and it's a bit tricky replacing this on MacBooks because oftentimes they have their own firmware and they really don't match between models. Some are pre-programmed, some are not. Yeah, so let's see. I'm gonna do this one first. Okay, let's get some solder paste, and I'm gonna use 183. Okay, let's see the first one. Okay, so we're gonna try with the first one. This will come like this. Add some flux. I hope I got the orientation right. Ah, it's not good. It's not good. Let me remove it for a second. And I'll show you why. See here, I made a bridge on those two caps. I didn't notice it before, so let's try to remove that. I'm not sure if that's important or not. If those are supposed to touch each other. Okay, now they are fine. Good, no other bridges, right? Okay, let me see exactly the orientation here. A1 is bottom left, so I put it okay last time. It's a bit tricky to set this on a MacBook board because there is no markings on the board, so we don't know exactly where to place this. We have to center it as best as possible. And it did sit down in place. We're fine until it cools off. I'm not gonna clean it now. We're gonna test something and see if it works. Let me see. So here we have 0.25, but it is because sorry, I put the probes wrong. 0.38, 0.23 is because the board is still hot. Good. So let's allow it some time to cool off. Okay, we have the connector, and let's put the PSU on the screen and let's see what we get. Let me make sure we don't short anything here on the bench. Yeah, so I'm gonna plug it in one of the connectors. $20 volts, something was getting very hot right there. And the other one, stays at 5, so I think something is not okay with that chip. If I put this one here, yeah, we moved to 20 volts, but the chip I installed is getting extremely hot, so this is either not good or not properly programmed. So let's remove it. And we'll try with the other one. If the other one doesn't work either, then I'm gonna have to order. Well, I have to order anyway. Well, so I was able to find another 4. Look at this one, this is an old one from an old board, see the large dot there. And if we test it now, if I plug the connector, let's see, on this one. Yeah, we get 5 volt and it's negotiating to 20. That's perfect. On the other one, 5 volt, negotiating to 20. So this worked good. Now let me put this aside. So I found 4 of them. The first one didn't work. The second out of 4 worked. And I have 2 more here that I didn't even try. These are from some old Intel MacBook, but it's good that it worked. So I probably got a vanilla one, because on those boards there are like 4 CD3217 B12 and 2 of them are programmed and 2 of them I think they are vanilla. So let's clean the board. I'm really happy this worked. I'm gonna order some chips, but I'm glad that I could help this customer fast, otherwise I'm ordering them from the Netherlands and it takes about 3 days to get here. Yeah, so board is relatively clean. Let's give it another clean with IPA. Yeah, but it's good. They are not like brothers now. One is older, one is newer, but it's all fine. Okay, so let me put the board back in the chassis and see if it works. Perfect, so we have everything back together. Let's turn on the power supply and let's see what is going on. If we plug it in this one, 19 volts. Yeah, and we should see the staircase with the laptop charging. Yeah, the laptop was already started, so I'm gonna turn it off. It's in Hungarian, I think, and I have no idea what it says there. Let's try the other port. Good, so we see the charging star. That's perfect. Okay, and it stabilizes at around 2 amps charging current. Yeah, the battery is drained almost. Laptop is on. I don't know which is the shutdown. I think that was the shutdown. Perfect, so it's charging fine. Yeah, so this was it. Another interesting repair. Thank you very much for watching. Give me a like, subscribe if you didn't already, and see you next time. Bye for now.